All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the second day on the Daily Updates channel. Apologies for my audio. I'm just using my earbuds. But yeah, as usual, the structure of these videos is I'll start with a Q&A, then I'll go over some growth stats in progress, and then some updates on how SaaS business is doing. Let's just get started with the Q&A. So I have this main channel, by the way, and in these Q&As, I'll just answer questions you guys leave here, and as well as in these the second channel that you're watching right now. So if you have any questions, any things you want me to answer, just drop them down in this literal videos comments, and I'll just answer them in the next one. So I guess the first question is, hello Vasco, I'm Portuguese entrepreneur here. Do you think that in the medium to long term, SaaS will be at risk of falling out of use due to the capabilities of AI? About co-work, or this only happened to simpler software such as tasks and document management and content generation? Thank you in advance. And congratulations. Thanks, man. Appreciate all that. So it's like nobody understands or nobody knows what's going to happen next, right? People think that, and rightly so, that robots with AI are going to steal everyone's job. Because I mean, if there's a literal robot, AI brain that can literally do anything a human can do, right? What job would a human do? Because the robot doesn't have to sleep. So the market is super uncertain. Like nobody knows. Like I can give you my take on this, and I will, but nobody actually knows. Okay, I'm not super doomer, right? I don't think the world's going to end. Some people think like that. Think like software is still going to be used. Now, the way in which it's going to be used is quite different. So the old way of using software is you log in and there's a UI, right? You click some buttons. It needs to be like engaging, it needs to have a proper user experience, right? That's the old way. I mean, that's the current way, but that's going to be the old way because UI is going to become irrelevant. Why? Because the way in which you're going to interact with software is through agents. So instead of you logging into, I don't know, let's say, first of all, Post-Hog. Post-Hog is the analytics software we use to check analytics. Let me just push it right here. When I say Post-Hog, I mean, it can be any software, any CRM, anything you want. Like this basically gives us a bunch of data on our, like it's basically Google Analytics on steroids. Okay. We can see the people who came in, where they first clicked, if they signed up where they signed up, which feature they're using. It's basically essentially Google Analytics, but with a bunch more data. So all these interactive graphs as well. I mean, yeah. So I no longer use this. Why? Because now this is Post-Hog, the software, okay? And then I have Slack right here. And I have a Claude agent that has access to Post-Hog. So in Slack, just type something, say, hey, give us the stats for users who are using this feature. That out in natural language, and then it goes in, it basically clicks the buttons for me to some extent and pulls in that data and sends it to me via chat. So I no longer interact with the software right here, clicking around, right? I use an agent, and that agent interacts with the software for me. Is that important? Well, it's because the agent doesn't care for the UI or for the UX, right? It doesn't have to be pretty, because the agent is not a human. Like, he doesn't care, right? He can just read the whole thing, analyze the whole thing in like milliseconds. Me as a human, right? I need proper like pacing. I need proper like segmentation, right? I need support. Like agents don't. So my point is that the software is going to change in the sense that not just a pretty UI, but a UI in and of itself, it's sort of going to become irrelevant because agents will be using the software for you. Well, that's just my take. And so, I mean, I guess if you're speaking about simpler software, I mean, the simpler something is, the lower the barriers to entry. So the easier it is to copy, so the easier it is to like replace or to, yeah. So I guess this applies into anything. I guess my main point with this is I don't see SaaS going away. I see a different usage software, okay, a different meta of sense. Hopefully this answer is good enough. Let me just see who replied right here. AI will not kill SaaS. Yeah, I agree. AI is already being used to ship more SaaS. So what's happening is that the competition is growing, and if you want to be seen, you must offer something different and better. I mean, this has been true forever. Like if you want to stand out, your product needs to be better. You either have to have a better product or better distribution. So yeah, this is sure okay. But my point is that agents will be using software for you, and literally, it's already happening with us. We are doing it. Again, I no longer have to log in right here. I just asked my agent to look up for the data, For example, I asked you, hey, even for example with sales, if I didn't want to, I wouldn't even have to log in into Stripe to check the sales because I have my AI agent. I set it so every single Monday it sends me on Slack a breakdown of the sales of that day, sales, churn users, signups, all that right there. So again, I interact with it in natural language. Hopefully that makes sense. I guess that's the only Q&A we have. But so as more come, we'll do more. Now, in terms of growth test, I guess we'll just bunch these up together. Well, we things. I'm gonna hire this guy. I'm gonna pay him $1,100 a month, and he's gonna do 600 videos, YouTube videos a month. Now, I'm a bit skeptical on if he's going to be able to do it, but he says he will. So I'm pretty sure he's going to automate a bunch of stuff. Here's what he's going to do. Like March, 20 videos a day. We're expecting 3,000 to 10,000 views on those videos. He's also going to be doing LinkedIn. So we're expecting 5 to 10K impressions. He's also going to be doing cold calls and sending 3 DMs a day. All this insane amount of work for 1.1K on my end. And ideally, we'll see some sales come from it. Now, a bit skeptical. Let's see how it goes. I'll probably do it for 1 month, 2 months. And if on the second month we haven't seen anything, we'll just probably cancel it. And I'm not even sure if he's able to achieve these insane amounts of views and impressions and calls. Let's see. I'll give you an update on this in a few days from now. And the next thing is I made a LinkedIn post announcing that we just built a new offer. So we just launched a new plan on our SaaS, $800, $1,200 a month. It's a done with you service. If anyone wants to critique the copy and offer, the link for the landing page is in the comments. So I wasn't even trying to sell it. I mean, I wasn't directly, right? But yeah, a couple of people saw, 200 people saw it, right? And out of this came one guy. And that one guy bought the offer. So we just now added $800 in MRR, just like that. Where if we were to just go here to our regular pricing page, to add that amount of MRR, we did like 10 of these clients, which is insane. So with just one client makes up for 10 of these, or actually more. The only difference in this is that this is a then with you, not a then for you, it's not an agency, it's a then with you. In essence, basically, instead of them just buying the plan, the $69 a month plan, and just going into the right, they pay us $100 a month, and we help them use the software. We have a dedicated account manager, customer success manager, if you want to say it like that, helps them use the software. Now, there's no guarantees, right? We just help them use the software. Again, just a simple LinkedIn post. This is the landing page, by the way. There's a VSL right here. I recorded the whole VSL, going over the thing, etc., explaining it. There's just a link to book a call. He booked the call. I sold him on a call. Boom, $800 in MRR, just a few hours. So we are also now pushing for this again. It's a done for you. Then we use because we're not done for you, so it doesn't take up too much of our time. It's not 100% hands off, right? There's a little like setting up of the account, etc., but it's still super hands off. We're going to be pushing for this offer more and more. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. That's the update for today. And thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and please leave some comments down below because again, I'm going to be doing these daily. So if you guys have any questions about SaaS, churn, whatever, what we do, anything, just ask them below. And if you made it this far, you would do me a huge favor and just comment the word SaaS because the more comments a YouTube video gets, the more likelihood it is of it being pushed through the YouTube algorithm. So if you could do me a huge favor and comment the word SaaS, they'll be amazing. If you have any questions, please comment down below and see you tomorrow.